Ever glance at your phone, like right at the screen, and just for a second wonder if, that reality is just as real as this one? Okay, maybe not that specifically,
Yeah.
but like the feeling, right?
Right.
That's The Matrix in a nutshell. And today we're going deep on why this movie that came out 25 years ago still kind of messes with our heads.
Yeah, it really does.
So first off, you got to admit, those visuals were insane. I mean, bullet time. Come on.
Oh, absolutely groundbreaking.
Changed action movies forever. Fun fact, our source actually connects it back to older Hong Kong action films.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were using similar techniques even earlier. But, like, beyond just looking cool, The Matrix really tapped into something deeper, something that was already kind of in the air back then.
Totally. It wasn't just a visual thing, it was cultural.
Yeah.
This was the late 90s. The internet was just becoming the internet.
Oh, yeah, it was like this whole new world.
It was this unknown, kind of uncontrollable, force Y2K fears, everyone freaking out, the computers were going to crash everything.
Remember that?
Well, yeah, and The Matrix took that anxiety and just, amplified it. What if it wasn't just about computers failing, but, taking over entirely?
Whoa.
And that fear of, not knowing what's real, of losing control, that wasn't just science fiction. It was tapping into some seriously real anxieties about, I don't know, information, privacy.
Yeah, like, who are we in this digital world?
Exactly. Who are we? It was all starting to get a little blurry back then. And that's where The Matrix gets really smart. It's not just oh no, robots took over. It takes that whole dystopian thing and dives into these big philosophical questions.
Right, like, what does it even mean to be human?
Exactly. Free will, consciousness, the heavy stuff. And it does it all while being this awesome action movie.
Totally. It's funny, the source mentioned the original script was way different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like way more straightforward sci-fi. Just humans versus machines, explosions, the whole bit.
Wow. So different. It makes you think, what if they'd gone that route? Would it have had the same impact?
Right. Like, would we still be talking about it 25 years later? I mean, there are a million cool action movies out there.
Exactly. And I think that's the point the source was making, right? They found this perfect balance, brainy stuff, but still entertaining.
It's true. They weren't afraid to make you think while you were, on the edge of your seat.
Totally.
Okay, but can we talk about those effects for a sec?
Oh, yeah, please.
Bullet time. Even now, it's just... How did they do that back then? It's like something you'd see in a game now, not a movie from '99.
It's amazing, right? All those cameras capturing every angle,
Yeah.
and then they had to digitally put it all together.
It's like the tech they used to make it was almost as wild as the stuff they were showing on screen.
Huh. Right.
Mm.
Like bending reality to show us how reality might be bent.
Mind-blowing. And speaking of mind-blowing, you'll never guess who they almost cast as Neo.
Oh, come on, now you've got to tell me who.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Wow. Now that's hard to imagine.
Right. Our source mentioned it, and I can't lie, I laughed. I just picture him dodging bullets and then cracking a joke,
Yeah.
like classic Will Smith.
Totally different vibe. But hey, that's casting, right? It can make or break a film, especially one with such, subtle performances.
It's true. Casting can really make a difference. But you know what really gets me about The Matrix?
What's that?
It's not just about the actors or the crazy effects. It's how they use all of that to tell a story that makes you think, really think.
Yeah, it's not just popcorn entertainment, right?
Exactly. It's exciting, but it also goes there, like those big questions we all ask ourselves at some point, about reality.
And that's why it still matters,
Yeah.
25 years later, and those questions about what's real, about free will, about technology, they're even bigger now.
Especially with everything being online now, the metaverse, VR, it's like we're almost there living inside a computer like the movie.
Right. And that's what's so cool about revisiting The Matrix now. It's not just about this cool movie. It's a way to look at our world,
Totally. Like how far we've come since '99, and also where are we going?
Yeah, it's almost like that red pill, blue pill thing. It's not just in the movie anymore. It's like a choice we all have to make.
Do we just accept this digital world, or do we question it? Do we try to shape it? Man, it's a trip.
No easy answers there, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, technology has brought so much good, too. I mean, we're connected in ways we never were before.
Right. It's not about being anti-tech. It's about being, mindful, intentional.
Finding that balance, which is something our source brought up, too. The Matrix, it's not just a warning. It's like a challenge, Even if tech takes over, we still have choices. We can still think for ourselves.
We're not just along for the ride. Right.
Exactly.
Man, that's powerful. So next time you're scrolling on your phone, think about the Matrix, just for a second.
Question what you're seeing, right?
Yeah, and where it's coming from. Ask yourself, what is real?
Big questions.
Big questions, but the Matrix reminds us they're worth asking.
Definitely.
And who knows what the answers will be in another 25 years?
Right. Only time will tell.